Hello everyone, this is Alex with the Sachem Public Library Studio, and today we will be covering an introduction to password managers. What is a password manager? A password manager keeps your passwords organized and secure. You never need to remember your passwords for individual services. The password manager will store them all for you. The password manager can also generate custom passwords that you can use for various sites and different accounts to increase your security. It can also store information other than passwords, such as notes or banking information. It can also be used across different platforms such as Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS to give you access to all of your passwords on multiple different devices. Why should you use a password manager? Well, a password manager will keep your account secure from would-be hackers or data breaches that may occur on the services that you use. So, if you use the same password on multiple different websites and one of those websites has a breach, what would happen would be that your email and password that was recovered or stolen from that site would be tried on multiple different websites. And if you have a matching password and email on a different website, that hacker would also have access to that account. For a similar reason, you should never use the same email and password across multiple services and websites, and you should never ever use your email password for any other service. So the password to your email address should be unique and should not be close to anything else that you'd use that email for on different services. So the password for your email should not be remotely close to the password for Facebook that you log into with that matching email. This prevents a chance of breach of your email account if your Facebook account was breached. So the benefit of using this password manager makes it a lot easier to organize your passwords here. You don't need to try to create similar passwords to different services so that way you remember them. The password manager will remember them for you. And the only password you'll ever have to remember from now on is the one that accesses your password manager itself. So here's a list of recommended password managers. There's plenty more than this. There are tons and tons online. These are the ones that I recommend for most people. So there's LastPass, Bitwarden, Dashlane, Password Safe, and Keepass. All of the above are free to use, with most of them offering a premium option. The paid tier gives a certain number of benefits over the free tier, and what it would offer would depend on what you needed out of that password manager. So LastPass offers a number of features. It features secure storage, password sharing, which means you can share out a password to someone else or with family members. It will autofill your passwords and usernames into forms. So if you go to log into Facebook, for example, there will be a little button in your browser that you can click that's on top of your password field, and it will automatically fill in the username and password with your account information that's stored in LastPass. LastPass also features cross-platform support, so it will work on all of your different devices. LastPass connects over the internet, so if you save a username and password on your phone, that password will be synced on your account, and then you can access it from another computer. Emergency access setup is a fantastic feature that is unique to LastPass out of the available options that I've shown here. And what it allows you to do is you can set up a recovery account or an emergency access account of a friend or family member, and you can set up a time period for where you can deny access. So if you set it to a week, what would happen would be that person that you gave emergency access to can request access to your usernames and passwords in the event of an emergency. And an email will be sent to you and the account that you registered with LastPass to either approve or deny this access. If you don't react to that email within the time period specified, the person that you gave emergency access to will then gain access to all of your usernames and passwords to carry out whatever emergency access tasks that you asked them to take care of in the event of an emergency. Family Manager allows you to create groups For, say, example, children, you can set a group that contains your Netflix username and password and whatever other, say, streaming accounts that you may have that you want them to have access to. And then you can create an adult group that has those, but also banking information or whatever other accounts that everyone else needs to get into. Multi-factor authentication allows you to ensure another level of safety on top of your password. That way, it's less likely for your account to get breached. So, for example, you can set up a two-factor authentication with your phone. So if you were to log in and type in the correct password to get into LastPass, it will require you to get a verification code to your phone or use a timed verification code app, and then enter that code that was sent to you in order to gain access. So without your phone or whatever other two-factor authentication that you set up, no one can get in even if they have your password. Security Challenge is another feature that analyzes your usernames and passwords across all of the different accounts that you've entered into LastPass, and it measures your passwords based on uniqueness. So the more unique your passwords are, the higher the score you'll have, and LastPass will also recommend you to change certain passwords if it thinks that they're too similar to others. Keepass is unique because it's completely free and it's offline. So if you don't want to have an online password manager, Keepass may be great for you. It's a Windows-only install and it works either portably on a USB drive or a full installation on your computer. It's open source, which means all of the code for how Keepass works is uploaded online for others to see so they can verify that there's no malicious code or anything going on inside the application. It is, again, entirely free, but because it's a Windows-only install, the way that it works is it's offline only, so you don't get the benefit of your passwords syncing across your devices. If that's not a feature you're looking for and you want to prioritize security and you only want to use your passwords on one device, or you want to set them up manually on multiple devices, Keepass might be great for you. Bitwarden is very similar to LastPass, so it works on multiple platforms. You have internet syncing. The main benefit to Bitwarden over LastPass is that it's open source and that you can host your own Bitwarden server on your computer if you wanted to. So again, open source allows people to vet through the code of Bitwarden and verify that what's actually running is accurate and there's no malicious code contained within your application. Hosting your own Bitwarden server might be great if you are very interested in security and don't mind spending the extra time to set that up. What that allows you to do is, instead of storing your account information encrypted on Bitwarden servers, your account information is stored on whatever computer you set your Bitwarden server on. So if for some reason, in the unlikely event that Bitwarden themselves gets breached, your passwords probably won't be revealed because the information stored on Bitwarden's end is encrypted and your account may still be secure. But if that is still enough to make you uncomfortable, you can use your own Bitwarden server. So if Bitwarden gets breached, that doesn't affect you whatsoever. Everything is stored on your own computer. Bitwarden also has community support, so because it's open source, people can suggest changes and they can track bugs and other errors that may not be found as quickly in other closed source applications, and then these can be fixed and pushed into a live update more quickly than that can happen with other services. Same thing as LastPass, this also offers multi-factor authentication, a password manager, a YubiKey support, which means you can use a physical device as a two-factor authentication, and it can also generate codes and other passwords for use in the case of replacing your passwords. Right. Password Safe works on Windows, Android, and iOS. It has a to-go option available that you can install on a flash drive. YubiKey support. It's open source, and it's a robust security system. It's pretty advanced, and it's completely free. There's no premium option available for Password Safe. So if you don't use Mac OS or Linux, and you only use Windows, Android, or iOS, this may be a great option for you. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'd like to thank everyone for attending this program. So what I would recommend you do after this program ends is that you go and explore those different services, LastPass, Bitwarden, Keepass, and any other password manager that you may be interested in, and go explore its features, what it offers, what you get for premium, how much premium costs on those different services, and then pick the one that best matches your lifestyle, the devices that you use, and how you will be accessing your accounts on different devices, and go with that one. You really can't go wrong. All of these services are excellent, and they're going to do exactly what you want them to do. So just pick the one that matches your lifestyle, fits within your budget if you want premium, and offers you a features and design style that you would prefer. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a great day.